Hi again. Okay, so I made a little something. Amelia Bedelia inspired me a little bit. So it says Miss Jones's Story Time. And that's what I'm going to have up. And we are going to continue our reading of Amelia Bedelia. Now you're going to notice that I have the same shirt on because I'm going to record all of them in one day. Now you can read them all in one day or listen to them all in one day, or you can take your time and take one every day. So today we're doing, or the second chapter is the bike. And we continue with our doodles, with the stars, and then there's the bike up at the top. And then you see on the other page, there's also another little doodle. Kind of looks like a band-aid a little bit. That would be a pretty cool band-aid. And then down in the corner, she doesn't look like Amelia. And that right there tells me that she's not exactly very happy. Let's find out why. Okay? Amelia Bedelia adored her bike. Sorry. It was a great bike. It was fast and dependable, and she had learned to ride on it. She could tell you how it had gotten every dent. She could tell you what had chipped each fragment of paint from the frame and what had made those rusty scratches on the chrome. She could match each insult to her bike to an injury on her body. Scabs on her knees, scrapes to her elbows, bruises on her shins, and a tiny sliver of a scar on her chin. Amelia Bedelia had parked her bike at the bike rack. It was about to go into school when she saw some kids buzzing around Susan Scroggins. Susan was a new girl this year. She told all her friends to call her Susie. Amelia Bedelia still called her Suzanne or Susan, even though Amelia Bedelia sat right behind her. Amelia Bedelia had never figured out why Susan was so crabby and bossy. Every day. Every day except for today, of course, since it was the last day of school before vacation. Amelia Bedelia noticed the difference right away. Susan was smiling from ear to ear. Then Amelia Bedelia saw why. Susan had a new bike. It was the most beautiful bike in the world. Amelia Bedelia was speechless, but she did make a sound. It was the takes your breath away inhaling sound that you can't control when you see something amazing. The capital THE bike was painted a rich emerald green with metal flakes that sparkled like diamonds just beneath the smooth enamel surface. Gleaming chrome reflected the morning sun, dazzling Amelia Bedelia's eyes. She tried to look away, but she could not take her eyes off the bike. It hurt to look. It hurt more not to look. Every inch of the bike was so streamlined that it looked as though it was still moving, even after Susan had parked it. From the back of her throat, Amelia Bedelia managed to croak. Nice bike. Thank you, said Susan. But bikes are bikes. That's true, said Amelia Bedelia. Just two wheels with spokes. And lots of gears, said Susan. I don't have any gears, said Amelia Bedelia. And on this page we have like it looks like lightning bolts kind of things. See that? See how it's all in the margins? I love that. On the corners. So the margins of the page that's around the area that surrounds the words on the page. So those are your margins. All the little doodles. I love that. It's one of my favorite features. I think I said that in the last video. So, remember that girl? Where'd she go? I'll show you that picture in a moment, but she is Susan. She looks so not happy. No, not at all. And look, there she is with her new bike. And Amelia has hers, her old bike. Amelia doesn't seem like she's too happy. Well, no, in that picture she looks great. She looks happy. All of them look very happy. Although her cheeks are a little rosy. But you can see that Amelia Bedelia's bike looks like it has some life to it. Some things have happened to this bike. She knows all about the different things, like she said. Now we look at Amelia. And Amelia has the look that Susan usually has. Okay. Two tires, definitely. Not really, said Amelia Bedelia. I don't get too tired without gears. Brakes? Said Susan. Sometimes my bike breaks, said Amelia Bedelia. Then my dad fixes it. The bell rang. It was time to go inside. As Susan locked her bike at the rack, she said, "Don't forget to lock up your bike, Amelia Bedelia." That's when the truth hit Amelia Bedelia. She had never locked up her bike. She didn't have to, because it wasn't worth stealing. Who would want it after seeing the bike? Amelia Bedelia didn't, that's for sure. Everyone followed Susan into school, leaving Amelia Bedelia to ponder the difference between the two bikes. She felt bad for her bike. She felt bad about feeling bad about her bike. She felt bad, period. Finding out that life is unfair, that's no way to start the day. And it was certainly no way to start school vacation. That afternoon, after school, Amelia Bedelia avoided everyone, even her friends. She hid behind the dumpster, listening to the laughter and the jokes and the cries of, "Have a good break!" Finally, Amelia Bedelia got on her bike and rode home. She took the back way so no one would see her. So there she is. She's got the face Susan usually has. She doesn't look too happy. Guess what, guys? That's the end of chapter 2. So we got some different stuff from this one. Amelia Bedelia doesn't seem too happy. Chapter 3, There But For the Grace. That's coming up next. See you guys.